Hi friends, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Math Today. Today for math, you will need pages 365 through 368 in your Envisions workbook. You will also need a pencil. So go ahead and pause the video and grab the materials that you need. All right, friends, welcome back. Today we're going to work on our learning target that we practiced yesterday. But we're going to look at things a little differently today, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Before we get started, we're going to go over our skill review practice, starting with naming our numbers. So let's just go over the name of our numbers. Ready? Here we go. 4, 14, 11, 8, 12, 10, 19, 20, 15, 5, 7, 16, 1, 3, 2, 18, 17, 13, 9, and 6. Good job. Kiss your brains over there. Excellent. Now let's practice some counting. So we're going to count forwards to make our number bigger. Then we're going to stop, rewind, and count backwards to make our number smaller. So ready? Let's count and wash the windows. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's raise the roof. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. The sprinkler. 21, 22. Let's park the brakes and let's count backwards now from 22. Ready? Here we go. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Good job, guys. Give yourselves a roller coaster cheer. Click, click, click. Oh, woo. Excellent job. Kiss your brains. Very good. All right, now let's go over some of our adding fluently. So when we add fluently, that means that we're training our brains to know it zippity quick. Just like popcorn words or sight words, we should know those as fast as popcorn pops. So let's read our sentences again and our answers. Ready? 1 add 3 equals 4. 4 add 0 equals 4. 0 add 2 equals 2. 0 add 1 equals 1. 0 add 2 equals 2. Oh, that one's upside down. 1 add 2 equals 3. 0 add 0 equals 0. 5 add 0 equals 5. 1 add 2 equals 3. Good job. Kiss your brains again. So now that we've practiced a lot of adding and putting groups together to make them bigger than before, except when we add with 0, then our number stays the same. Now we're going to switch to the opposite of adding, which is subtracting, taking things away. We practiced that yesterday with our sporty subtraction activity sheet. Today we're going to jump into our new unit of subtracting in our activity books, our Envision books. So when we subtract, we start with a whole group, take some of the things away, and then we make our numbers smaller. But if we start with the whole group and we take 0 things away, again, our number stays the same. So subtracting is starting with the whole group, taking some things away to make our number smaller, okay? So our learning target today says, I can show numbers in many ways by subtracting. So when we see this symbol here, a side-to-side symbol, this is a subtraction symbol. Can you say those words with me? Subtraction symbol. Another word for subtraction symbol is minus sign. So can you say that with me? Minus sign. Very good. So that tells us we're going to be taking away. So how many hearts do you see on my board here? 5. I can subitize that. I can also count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I have 5 hearts and I take 2 of them away, so I'm going to put X's on 2 of them. So I just took 2 hearts away. How many do I have left over? 3. Let's count. 1, 2, 3. So my sentence to go with this would say 5, that's my whole group, take away. How many did I take away? 2 equals how many left over inside the circle? 3. 5 take away 2 is 3 left over. So we're going to show our work today just by practicing this right here, taking away and showing how many we have left over. So let's take a look in our book. My book is not physically with me, so I'm going to work online on our workbook with you. So bear with me as I move the mouse around. It might be a little bit slower. Okay, so let's take a look at our solve and share on page 365. Our directions tell us that Marta sees 5 goldfish in the pond. So let's count and mark out just to make sure. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But one of the fish swims away. You can see the fish diving into the water. So let's make an X on that fish to show it's going away. How many fish are left? So we have 5 fish altogether that we just counted. One of them swam away, which we put an X on. Let's circle the ones that did not swim away, the ones that are left over. Let's count how many are inside of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if there are 5 fish in the pond, 1 swims away, how many are left over? 1. Very good. So, I'm sorry, 4 left over. Very good. So we're going to circle the fingers that show 4. So the top one shows 5 fingers. The middle one, shows 4 fingers. So let's circle it. And the bottom one does not show 4, so we won't circle that. Let's also practice it with our fingers. So there are 5 fish in the pond. Let's hold up 5 fingers. How many swam away? 1. So we're going to put 1 finger down. And how many of our fingers are left over? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left over. Very good job. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the guided practice. Okay, so for each problem, there's going to be a story that we're going to do together. And as we're listening to the story, we're going to show our work by doing what we just practiced, Xing and circling our leftovers, okay? So our guided practice has 2 problems, a problem with eagles and a problem with blue jays. So let's take a look at number 1 where you see the eagles, okay? Number 1 tells us that there are 8 eagles sitting on a branch. So let's count and mark out to make sure we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it tells us that 2 of them fly away. Well, look, they already put some dotted X's on the eagles for us. So let's just make those the 2 that fly away. So we have 1, 2 that we X. Then it asks how many eagles are left over. Well, we can show that by circling the leftovers. And now let's count how many are inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 8 eagles sitting on a branch. 2 of them fly away. 6 are left over. So we're going to trace the dotted 6. Okay, very good. Now let's take a look at the next problem. If at all, as always, throughout our lesson that I'm going too fast, make sure to pause the video so you can catch up or rewind at any point. Let's take a look at number 2. It says 5 blue jays hop on the ground, but 1 flies away. How many are left? Let's start by counting out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now how many does it tell us fly away? Just 1. So we're going to X out 1. Now let's circle our leftovers. Okay, so if we have 5 blue jays and 1 flies away, how many are left over? Let's count inside our circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left over. So we're going to write a 4 on the line. And after the 4, it says 4 are left. So the way our problem reads, there are 5 in all. 1 flies away, 4 are left over. Good job. We're going to skip the next page and come back to it since this is your independent practice page for you to post to your teacher's Google Classroom. So let's go to the last page on page 368. Okay, you're doing a great job. Bear with me. All right, so let's start at the top, number 7. On number 7, it tells us that there are 10 fingers in the air. 2 are put down. How many are left over? So they're showing us the work right here on the first problem. It tells us there are 10 that they start with that are in the air. So let's do it with them. Put up 10 fingers, okay? Now, how many does it tell us they put down? 2 fingers are put down. 1, 2. How many fingers are left over? Let's count how many we have left now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Another way to do that is to pretend that your fingers are some kind of fun, yummy candy you like to eat. So you have 10 of them, and we take 2 away. So we pretend eat them. We don't put our mouths on them. We just pretend 1, 2. So if I eat 2 of them, how many are left over? We counted 8 are left. So on the line, next to our fingers, we're going to write an 8. Okay. Very good. All right, let's take a look at number 8, the next problem with fingers. It tells us 7 fingers are in the air. So let's start by putting 7 fingers in the air. Okay. 3 are put down. So how many fingers do we need to put down? 1, 2, 3. So now our fingers match the bottom picture right here. Okay. So if we put 3 fingers down, how many are left over? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can also count these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are left. So this is just practicing and showing we know how to subtract and take away. Okay? Now let's look at number 9, the marbles. Number 9 tells us that there are 9 marbles. 6 are taken away. How many marbles are left? So, first of all, let's count 9 marbles. Let's count and mark them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, if there are 9 marbles and 6 are taken away, how many X's do we have to put on the marbles? 6. We're going to mark out 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the X's are the ones we show that are taken away. Now let's circle our leftovers to show how many we have left. Now let's count. 1, 2, 3. Good. So if I have 9 marbles, 6 are taken away, how many are left over? 3 left over. Good. So on the line, write your 3. My 3 looks kind of funny. All right, now here's our last problem that we're going to practice together. This is our challenger. Number 10 tells us that we're going to draw 10 marbles. So what shape should we use if we draw 10 marbles? A circle, probably. So let's go ahead and draw 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now we're going to mark X's on some of them and then show how many we have left over. So you get to choose how many you mark out. Okay. I am going to show you my example. So I am going to mark out 3. 1, 2, 3. So I have my 10 marbles. I mark out 3 of them. I'm going to circle my leftovers now. And now I'm going to count how many I have in my circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 left over. So I just showed I have 10 marbles. I took 3 away. 1, 2, 3. And now I have 7 left over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? You can choose to take away 2. You can choose to X out and take away 5. However many you want to, but make sure to show your work on that one in practice. You do not need to post this practice to your teacher's Google Classroom, but you will need to post this page, page 367. So if you need to pause the video, of course, do that to finish your last problem. If you're ready, go ahead and stick with me as I read the stories, okay? If you're not ready, press play when you are. So on page 367, you have 4 problems, numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6. With each problem, there's a story. I'm going to read you the story that goes with each, and I want you, as we read the story, I'm going to have you pause the video and finish that problem and then move on to the next. So listen carefully, okay? We're going to start with the ladybugs. So put your finger on the problem with the ladybugs. Very good. It tells us 9 ladybugs are on a leaf. 4 ladybugs walk away. How many ladybugs are left? So you're going to show your work on all these problems like we just practiced. Remember, the number that it tells us to take away, those are the ones you're going to put an X on. Then you're going to circle the leftovers. So I'm going to read it one more time, and either as I'm talking or afterwards, I want you to complete the problem. It says 9 ladybugs are on a leaf. 4 walk away. How many ladybugs are left? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and complete that problem. All right, welcome back. Let's work on number 4 together now. Looking at the caterpillars, it says 7 caterpillars are on a leaf. 6 walk away. How many caterpillars are left? So remember to put your X's on the ones that walk away, circle your leftovers, and write how many you have left over on the line. Go ahead and pause the video and complete that problem. Okay, now let's take a look at number 5 with the marbles. It tells us 9 marbles are in the jar, but 3 are taken out. How many are left inside the jar? So make sure to show your work. Put your X's on the ones that are taken out, circle the ones that are left inside the jar, count, and write your number on the line. Go ahead and pause the video and complete that problem. All right, friends, welcome back. Let's work on the last problem. Number 6 says, there are 6 marbles in a jar. 4 are taken out. How many are left over? So again, you have your whole group of 6. Put your X's on the ones that are taken out, circle the ones that are left inside the jar, and write how many are on the line. Make sure to show your work. Don't just write your answer, okay? Great job today, friends, doing your subtracting. I will see you guys again tomorrow for your next activity. We are going to work in our book the rest of the week, so make sure you have your book each day. Great job. See you then.